G'day guys, I'm here with my cousin Brendan White. We're at the footy, Melbourne versus Richmond. So, Brendan, pretty close contest early.
Yeah.
Who did you believe was going to win this game?
Definitely better D's, man, mate. I hope Melbourne get the job done. Need to be on the game today, though. Tigers having a real crack at the moment.
They are. They've actually, Tommy Lynch wasted opportunities early.
Yeah.
If you had a beautiful kick, if you kicked those 3 goals, I think you'd be biting your fingernails and get a bit worried.
Yeah, Tigers are up on clearance at the moment, so obviously going inside 50 Lynch is going to be their main focus, and he's their number one man. So if the Tigers win the game, I reckon they're probably going to need 6 or 7 goals from Lynch, a bag from Lynch.
Yeah.
Can't really see Johnny Falls up there, Lawler, young fellas, then a couple of smalls down there as well. Can't really see where the goals are going to come from unless Lynch is leading the way.
Yeah, true. I did sit Melbourne. The reason why I did, Stephen May came back in, same with Bailey Fritsch. Noah Bolter played superbly last week for Richmond, and he's not playing tonight because of his curfew.
Yeah, he's a big out, obviously.
He is, because he could have played on Harry Petterman, he could have played on him, or so it kept him quiet. Like Harry Petterman, he hasn't had Harry Petty, hasn't had an impact yet, but you never know. It's only first quarter so far.
Yeah, Melbourne, all of us been quiet. He's only had 2. Vine's been quiet. He's had 4 up, and Chark is 6. So they need the midfield to get to work. I think the D's need the midfield to get to work, get on top of clearance this quarter, bring the pressure on the young Richmond guys. Yeah, obviously been a pretty tight contest at the moment. I reckon it'll be close at half time, and then hopefully the D's can break over the second half.
Yeah. Another thing is, I reckon Christian Petrarca, he was due for a big game. He hasn't really had a big game yet where he's got like 30 disposals and a couple of goals, but I think today can still be the day, or should I say the evening. So yeah, I'm still backing Petrarca to have a big game by the end of it.
Yeah, our outside players are leading the disposals at the moment. The Lindsays and Rivers and Langdon, these fellas, they're not the type of blokes you really want to be on top of the stats table. You need the inside guys going to work, so you're right. I think Truck needs to have a big 3 quarters from here and really lead the way and hit the scoreboard as well, as I said.
Yeah, same with Cosy Pickett. He played a blinder last week. He's more than capable of playing a blinder again, so he's in form, but look, just need him to start slotting goals.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Hopefully, once the game breaks open, Melbourne get a bit of speed on the ball like they did last week against Pharaoh, and slingshot it forward, and that's where Truck and Cozzy and those guys can go to work one-on-one.
You reckon this was pretty much a 50-50 game? Both clubs had wins last week.
Yeah, I didn't see the Richmond game, but obviously an impressive result.
Yeah.
Gold Coast touched us up, and they've been looking really strong. Especially, the Gold Coast midfield, to get on top of those guys, that's probably where the game is won tonight. The Tarantos and Hoppers and Lynch, if those guys all, are in the top 3 or 5 players in the game, then Richmond will win, I'd say.
Yeah. All right, guys. Second quarter's about to start, so we're going to head out. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, just hopped back in my car on my way back from the footy. I was at Richmond versus Melbourne Demons. It was a good game, it was a good night. Demons were too good in the end with a 20-point win. It was pretty even until about half time, and Demons was just too good in the second half. They just overran Richmond. They're just a far fitter side, just a better quality side. Richmond, they didn't have too much scoring talent besides Tom Lynch, so that's something that Tom Lynch really needs help in that forward line for Richmond to win some more games. There was almost 72,000 people at the MCG, so it was a pretty good turnout for the game. I was there also with my brother, and I bumped into my cousin, so it was really good to see those two. I haven't seen them in quite a while. So yeah, I really enjoyed myself with the footy. It's actually my first game I've been to this year, so I've been quite busy, and yeah, it hasn't been till the Anzac Day round 7 for my first game for the year. Anyway guys, I'll now be telling you my 3, 2, 1 votes for the game. I'm going to give 1 vote to Christian Salem. He played a good game off the half-back flank. He had 34 disposals and 27 of kicks, so he was providing a really good run out of the back line all night. I'm going to give 2 votes to Christian Petrarca. Now, he played his best game for the year. He collected 28 disposals and kicked a couple of goals as well, so he really needed this game, Christian. He's had a few quiet games, and he just really needed to play a game where he dominated to boost his confidence. And also, I'm going to give 3 votes to the Colossus, the man himself, Max Gorn. He played a great game, 25 disposals, dominated the ruck with 34 hitouts as well. He had a set shot at the end. Unfortunately, he missed. It would have been really nice for him to have kicked that goal and really put icing on the cake for a good night he had. Anyway, guys, there's good players, they just miss goals from time to time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy my little highlight reel. I plan on making more when I go to the footy, and I'll see you all on the next episode of Keith's Pod.